Strange spectral creatures emerging from the dark night, ghostly girls shocking everyone on social media, and a mysterious man who has terrorized the internet. You're about to witness the top 7 creepiest videos you shouldn't watch alone. Number 7. Something strange on the road. We begin this exploration of the creepiest videos by visiting an unknown location that has captivated the attention of social media over the past few months. Anyone watching it might think that it holds nothing strange beyond its gloomy atmosphere, but these people seem to not have their eyes in the right places. Take the test and watch the following footage. From a car, a couple of friends decide to stop in the middle of the road to record a strange image. Most people don't see anything strange about this place. After all, isn't it just a simple plant in the middle of nowhere? What's so strange about it? It only takes us a second to find out. Suddenly, something begins to shake. The leaves of the plant move. Behind it, a body emerges, and finally, a face. The shape is ghostly. The silhouette watches the onlookers without moving too much, without making any movement. What could this mysterious presence be? This is a question that many have asked on social networks, but there's no real answer. This mysterious entity flees from the camera's eye without being able to fully reveal itself to us, leaving us with a great enigma and an unsolved mystery. Number 6. Something hidden among the stones. The following footage comes from a mysterious exploration conducted by a team of archaeologists somewhere in the Middle East. Apparently, along the way, the men noticed there was something unusual about the atmosphere. They felt they were being watched, even though it didn't make any sense. There was no one there in the depths. Or maybe there was. Let's see what they managed to capture with their cameras. In the video, we can see one of the men being restless. A noise caught his attention near the stones. There's something on the other side, and he's determined to find out. So, as he moves some of the rubble aside, he comes across the unthinkable. Hidden in the darkness, a macabre figure with earth-colored skin and a completely hairless body looks at him with rage and determination. The gaze lasts only an instant, and then the figure flees from the light and the presence of the archaeologist. The men cannot believe what has happened before their eyes. How is it possible that there's a living being hidden in the darkness of the cavern? What kind of creature could survive in such conditions? Many people have tried to find an explanation for this mysterious event, but there's no way to make sense of the images. It seems that this being belongs to the mysteries of the darkness. Number 5. A girl in the dark. We'll now discover one of those situations that no one would want to go through, much less while being in the comfort of their home. But from time to time, they are recorded in some corner of the world and only leave us a great uncertainty. Pay attention to the images. The video starts with a scary scene. A little girl appears in the middle of the darkness while the homeowners sleep. A camera manages to capture the silhouette of this tiny creature, which has its back completely turned, although it appears to be watching the living room. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be anything disturbing. Although children are often associated with horror, especially in the middle of the night, this little girl doesn't hold anything macabre. However, there's one piece of information we haven't supplied you with yet. The owners of this home don't have children. Imagine the terror they felt when several days later, while reviewing the footage, they came across this little girl who was staring in the direction of the door of their bedroom. Number 4. A ghost on the roof. Another unusual video has been disturbing not only the internet, but also the members of a small town in India. It shows us an apparently paranormal event that has set off alarms even among the authorities of this country. Let's analyze the video. The user who managed to take this recording was several meters away, but this didn't prevent him from witnessing something creepy. A strange ghostly figure in the shape of a woman seems to be floating over the rooftops of several houses in the community. Her progress is slow, and she seems to be looking for something, or perhaps someone. The video circulated through different WhatsApp groups and aroused panic among the population. Apparently, it wasn't the first time that something like this happened. Many people claim to have had some type of contact with this mysterious entity, and there are those who are convinced that this specter only appears when death occurs in the town. Undoubtedly, It's a disturbing image and the investigation is still open, as the local police are still unable to find any explanation. Number 3. The Specter of a Woman. Sometimes, horror can appear at the most unexpected moments, and what you're about to see proves it. The following footage has managed to capture a disturbing instant that has raised all sorts of questions. Apparently, in a small province in Honduras, locals began to report the appearance of a mysterious creature. According to the reports, the arrival of this specter could be detected thanks to the dogs, because when they approached it, they began to cry inconsolably. Some theories claim that the crying was due to the creature's putrid scent, while others were convinced it was due to deep fear. Regardless of the reason, the form of this ghostly entity was unknown, but this has definitely changed thanks to the following video. Hidden from the safety of his home, the cameraman slipped through the curtains when he heard the disconsolate cry of his pet. In front of him is only the dark night and a somewhat dilapidated vehicle. But from one moment to the next, something changes. The figure of a strange floating woman suddenly appears on the roof of the truck. Her hair looks dirty and decrepit. Her clothes are in tatters, and her skin is as pale as the moon. The scene is chilling, but before we can calm down, the woman lunges at the glass of the house, and in terror, the video ends. Social networks have gone crazy with these images. The debate hasn't been long in coming, but to the surprise of many, most are completely convinced that this recording hasn't been altered. What do you think? Are we facing solid evidence of paranormal activity? Let us know in the comments. Number 2. An apparition on the path. Let's move on to another video that has been haunting the person responsible for recording it. It happened in a small town in Nicaragua at 5 o'clock in the morning, while a man was out jogging in the area. As he moved along the road, he was recording the scenery since he was accustomed to doing it every morning, but something strange crossed his path. Watch. As he's walking along, a figure crosses a man's path. It's a little girl who seems disoriented and has just come out of a nearby river. This catches his attention, but for nothing in the world does he stop. There's something macabre about it all, and he immediately senses a heavy, gloomy atmosphere around him. As he leaves the girl behind, he wonders, how is it possible that a little girl could be in such a secluded place in the wee hours of the morning? If she was in a dangerous situation, why didn't he say a word to her? The situation doesn't seem to make sense. There's something off, and for this man, it could be the fact that the girl is a ghost or an apparition. For that reason, he uploaded the video to social networks in order for people to help him decipher this enigmatic mystery. Number 1. Danger in the parking lot. We come to one of the most disturbing videos on the list. In it, you can see not only a dangerous situation, but also a tense and terrifying moment where the life of its protagonist was at risk because of an unexpected attack. Let's watch. Apparently, this person was starting his vehicle in an empty parking lot in the wee hours of the morning when a figure emerged from the darkness. Let's see what it is. The headlights barely manage to illuminate a small part of the body of this mysterious assailant, but it's enough to make us feel immense panic. The man approaches with an intimidating air and immediately lunges at the vehicle. Then comes the darkness. This brief video seems to contain all the evidence we need to record a major assault, although many questions remain. The camera only manages to record the body of a shirtless man with an unusual skin tone and a hidden face. It's hard to come up with any additional clues that would allow us to identify anything else about this video. Social networks have been horrified and are wondering what happened next. Unfortunately, there's no answers. The recording was uploaded to social networks by an anonymous subject, and what's behind this story has been kept under the strictest secrecy. Of course, this isn't the first time that an event like this has been posted on social networks. Every day, hundreds of people manage to record amazing events, inexplicable aggressions, and countless videos that end up horrifying people on the internet. Some of them have reached us and we have managed to reconstruct their stories and try to give some explanation for the events they narrate. Each one tells a scary and shocking story, and if you are willing to discover it, you'd better follow us and join us in the next videos to discover the darkest side of the internet. Do you accept the challenge? Then check out these videos.